Hello and welcome, my lovely Libras. This is your card in tarot. It is the Justice card. It is about fairness, law, karma. But you know what else it's about? It's also about abuse of power and authoritative action against someone. And the reason I bring that up especially today is because so many of my Libras don't know how powerful they are. And it's kind of important to know that this card does represent abuse of power because there is justice power in the upright position. I hope that makes sense to you because it really seemed like something Libras need to know, that you are not, especially smack dab in the middle of fall, in the middle of the, the other side of the year, you guys have power. It's important that you know that in reverse, this is abuse of power or authoritative action against somebody or revenge, a sign of possible revenge or retribution. You can't do that if you are empowered. You have the power for fairness and stuff to start. All right, I hope that made sense to you. I know somebody needed to hear that. Probably all of you love to hear it. All right, this is also your general intuitive energy and card reading for the week of September 2nd through the week of September 8th, 2019. Libra, Sun, Moon, House, and Rising positions. But this still will not apply to all. Do hang around for the entirety of the reading to garner some collective Libra messages that should pop up. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. All right, Libra, the energy is earth, and we are just about to move into your season. You're probably heating up for that, getting ready for that, my lovely air sign. Okay, if you watched at least the energetic introduction to my Virgo seasonal cross for Libra, you would know that it is a Virgo all the way. Those readings, there's a link to your reading in the box below. Those are in effect my September 2019 readings. My monthly readings will go from new moon to new moon. This is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio will all have a strong week. With that, right now we have Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, and Virgo Venus. You're going to have the same thing in about a month when that pops up. So do check out those readings. But also remember that what we're experiencing now in Virgo is just going to come in plenty for you in the next new moon. And your season begins at the end, towards the end of September. All right, so Virgo Sun, Virgo Venus, and Virgo New Moon. This is work in progress. It's problem solving. It's correcting and perfecting in its routines. It's, like I said, very defining, heavy autumnal energies. Don't panic. These energies are getting us ready for the winter. Think grasshopper getting ready for the winter. It's not too late. Don't panic. A lot of this stuff is planned and scheduled, so just kind of get yourself in order. All right, I'm doing a past, present, future card. Clarify immensely, and then I'm going to pull some Cartomancy from my Alice in Wonderland deck for the week ahead. All right, past, present, future for my lovely Libras. My lovely Libras getting ready to jump into their own season. All right. Past, present, future. Okay, in the past card position, I have the Seven of Swords. In this spellcaster's deck, which is deck, air is actually wands. Swords are fire. But this card still means the same thing. It means something done under the cover of darkness, something done, this could be the deception card. Oftentimes with Seven of Swords, a truth hits us kind of hard, and the action we take is to pick up our swords and leave, or we realize somebody else has done that and taken our swords. In the present position, I have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is a tough one because this is a bit of a selfish energy, a bit of a hoarding kind of like I can't share energy. And we'll get some more on that and see if that, it might be necessary. Do not automatically think a card in reverse is bad. Some cards are naturally beautiful in reverse. All right, such as the Tower in reverse. This isn't going to hit you as hard as perhaps if it was upright. Perhaps you saw it coming. I think so. If you have the Queen of Pence in the reverse position, you must have seen the Tower coming in the future position. So let's see what the Seven of Swords is for my Libras. Let's see what trying to see who took from who kind of thing. You know, what's this card all about? In the Cartomancy, it's more clear because it's absolutely the truth of the truth. It is a truth that maybe you lied to yourself. Sevens can be illusion cards too, in that we are not really looking at the reality of situation until we get smacked in the head with a 7. All right, the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is fighting a battle that nobody else is fighting. If you can see, those wolves are leaving, but he's got his sword still up. They're moving towards the moon. They're moving on. This is not going to work for them, but he's still fighting. This is calm down, team. This is definitely competition. This is, like I said, fighting after the battle has ended. It's unable to get out of that fight. If you're a Marine, I would probably say you probably have PTSD. Like, it can be a sign of that as well. Like, you're still fighting demons and that aren't there, but you still feel you need to be prepared for it all the time as well. All right, 7 of Wands. So this is air. This is holding your position. This is you defending something, and you may not have to defend it as hard as you used to. For some reason, I think of LGBTQ people, people of varying sexual identities or preferences, and it makes me feel like I've had to defend this position. You don't have to defend it as much anymore. Of course, you will always have to defend your position, your morals, but this is you having the high ground. 7 of Wands is knowing something, having the high ground about it. Remember Star Wars, you can't beat somebody who has the high ground. And so you are going to, but you're over defending. This is a bit of over defending after a theft. After somebody took something from you, it feels more social, it feels more awareness, and it is the Lovers in reverse. You were probably robbed by a lover. This is somebody who came, this is like the theme of the week, by the way. All 6 readings I did yesterday were just about past love, where somebody took from you, somebody overused you. It's just a love that went bad or something you did wrong. But in the end, right now, Virgo season, as we're grounding our lives, this is rearing its ugly head like we just didn't pay attention to it during the joys of the summer season. And we kind of hoped it wouldn't come up, Mercury retrograde, and now here it is just slamming us in the face. But yes, you were robbed by a lover, and that makes you're still fighting that energy. You're still in defensive energy. I don't know if they took anything physical from you, because it's like there's something very wordy about this, or like social justice or cultural about it, that makes me feel that maybe your pockets were fine, maybe they weren't, and it's very possible that whatever happened to you hurt more than, like, you were like, why didn't you just clean out my bank account and leave? Why did you have to hurt me like this? That's exactly what I'm feeling. All right, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see your present position. What are we doing, my loves? I'm going to pull 2 cards to clarify for my lovely Libras. All right, I have the Page of Cups. Okay, the reason this is probably rearing its ugly head is because you are really trying to get back into love. You see something, or something has made you want love again. And while your first reaction is, I got robbed last time, you still want it. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse just tells me you're not recovered right now. It tells me that you're trying. I have the fan on, so it just totally blew away. Give me a moment. Recover my Queen of Pentacles, but in reverse, it's basically, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse is basically, you're just not recovered. You haven't recovered your full value from the theft, from whatever they took from you, or from whatever emotional. It's definitely more physical because it's Pentacles. Whatever they took from you, you haven't recovered. But you're still wanting love, Libra. You're still wanting something, but you're still not wanting love. This is you pulling at your heart 2 ways. This is like, the fall is here, I need a boyfriend or girlfriend for Christmas kind of feeling, or the holidays. I ain't got nobody right now, but I don't want nobody right now. So it's definitely you. The reason you're not probably doing that well is because in the Queen of Pentacles is because you are very indecisive about a lot of what you want with Cups. you're not really sure what, you're keeping you're like, I want love, but you're keeping everybody at arm's length. So, right now you're probably like, why doesn't anybody love me? Or you might even feel justified and be like, oh, well, I hold everybody at arm's length until they can prove to me they're not thieves. Only you're not going to get that in a 2-minute conversation by the time they're absolutely resisting you because of this energy of like holding you back. They're going to feel that. So even though you're half welcoming love, it's not really welcoming love. I have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you need to leave. You haven't actually walked away from the emptiness of this love. You haven't fully healed it. You need to bring your healing into the light. It just hasn't happened yet. You're not healed from this, even though you're trying to move on. It's like, but there's certain things we do after a breakup, like we clean the apartment, we wash our sheets. I know a girl who bought a new bed. I do want a new bed. Just, something that nobody else has slept in, kind of thing with you. I understand that one a lot. And she asked me if she was weird, and I'm like, no, I think about that all the time. At least a new mattress, right? It's weird. Girls. But, yeah, you just haven't, you did certain things like that. You took steps to, physically move on. Maybe you had your night where you cried, you had your night drinking with your girlfriends. You feel like you've gone through steps to heal your heart, but you haven't just sat down and healed your heart. I feel like you even need to put on like sad music again and maybe just really maybe journal it out. There's something about here that's not out. And it could just be, you may not even, this is 8 of Cups, not walking away. All right, I was going to say it could be that you've walked away, but no, you haven't walked away. You're still stuck there. There's still too much of that past energy that you're not processing out. That way that nobody's new energy can come in. Let me pull some qualifiers for the Tower, because this is your future position. It is the height of the reading here. I know the Tower's in reverse, but when anybody gets the Tower, we all know it's time to give it, not necessarily panic, but give it a little attention, a little more attention. And the Tower came out for a lot of signs this week. Ace of Cups in reverse. Not receiving love. Not feeling love. We know it. We already established that. 10 of Swords. This is you going through this 8 of Cups. In the present position, you're not going through it. You're just kind of coping and hoping that life can go on. You've done enough, right? No. You're going to have to go through it again. It's not going to hurt badly because you're halfway there. You've done some work. You realize the problem. You broke off the bad relationship, or they left you. Right now, you have sort of some healing. You're kind of in the middle range. You even are considering reopening your heart, but you still haven't walked away. This is you experiencing that walk away pain, that emptiness of love. The faster you do it, the faster you can move on. Days. You can get over somebody in days. I'm talking long-term years. In 17-year relationship, I was able to get over in days, in moments. It can happen in a moment. Most things usually do. And it's just when you start thinking about the relationship and you're considering the relationship, if someone was deceptive to you, then and you love them. Oh, you love them passionately. But there are things about them you don't love. Or there are things about them you didn't realize that makes them not the person you love. Straight up, that is not the person you love if they do these things to you. That's not who you think they are. That's not who you would want in your bed, in your life, sharing your bank account with, kind of thing. So so let it go. Why keep it, All right, the Hangman, yeah, no surprise here. This is a pause in the action. This is really thinking it through. This is going through physical pain to reach enlightenment. Virgo season to me is cross-country season because of high school. And I was inspired to tell you to run this out. To maybe something physical. You need to do something physical, like punch a punching bag or go for a run. If you normally run every day for 20 minutes, just go for 40. Just double it one day. And make sure you don't have work the next day so you can recover, because you're going to run out your emotions. by the time you get back home, you're going to be processed with that. It's going to be intense, but there's something physical about this that has to be healed. And because you have the Ten of Swords in the back, there's something physical about this that needs to be, it feels like you need to work it out physically. You've done some of the emotional work. Like I said, you're almost there, but I can't figure out why. Well, it's because it's still in your body. King of Cups in reverse. No thank you, love. No thank you, love. That's what that says. Right now, my heart's not open. I got to run this out. Do not offer love. Do not accept love right now. Especially from somebody that you're going to want a lot with, or somebody you think is a catch and you know you're excited about even. Don't until you've done this. And I'm serious. Like, I would just take it out on the road, rent it out, bike it out. The only reason I don't like those exercises when you're trying to work out emotions is because if you go too far and you work out your emotions, this is like the people crying in hot yoga class. This is what they're doing. They're letting it just fall out of their body, because sometimes we hold on to things in our bodies even after we've gone through the emotional processes. All right, let's do some cards from Cartomancy. This is some advice from Spirit, focus from Spirit, just what we need to know this week. What's the last messages from Spirit in this reading, my loves, my lovely Libras? 6. Yeah, this is moving on from that Five of Swords position. And Five of Swords is fighting still, even though nobody wants to fight. 6 of Swords is victory, even though everybody's gone. Sometimes this is this is a painful loss. This is a bloody loss. And we know you've been through a painful loss. You even got the 10 of Swords in your back by the end of this. But you got to work that out. It's so physical. It's physical feeling of the betrayal in your back. It's so in the body. You've got to get it out of the body. Another thing to do would be like 2 high-impact aerobics classes back-to-back and like a yoga class. All right, 5 of Hearts. Yeah, you have some love work to do. You're very disappointed, very let down by this. And yes, you do have some working out to do. 5 of Hearts is also love work. It could be love approaches, but for me, I see that it is love healing here. And the Queen of Hearts in reverse, yes, your ability to love has been shattered. This could be a true pair to the King of Cups that I last drew. This is because this would be the Queen of Cups in reverse. And if that is a true pair, then but I feel like you guys need to be apart. I don't even feel like the cards should be touching. That's like how, yeah, 10 of Swords. Yeah, this love brought you pain. And it's so painful. It's physically painful. This is like, and it's not like stomach upset or anxiety. It is like my bones hurt. I feel like an old crippled person and I want to buy a cane. No, you're not that old. Unless you've been hit by a car or been through the war. I just can't see you needing a cane at our age. People on my site are really like 35 to 49 maybe. Yeah, this is you standing in your power. You got to get in your own power. You've been in the Queen of Cups energy for a while because of a lover, a past relationship. I feel like you need to pull yourself out of that energy and kind of stand outside of love too. Your life is overly defined by love, so this fall in love or this fall in this connection or relationship has really hurt you because you're slightly codependent on that relationship defining you. And that's something you want to like work on in the general. You'll recover your power when you get back in that air Libra energy. Don't forget, Libra, your season starts at the end of this month. You will have a Sun, Venus, and Moon Libra season, Libra week, just like Virgo is going through right now, that is grounding us all down and making us look at the big picture in some hefty seriousness. But thank you so that's something to look forward to. So you really know how to like shift your energy. You really just need to shift your energy and get some of that pain out of your body from the past. All right, Libra, thank you for sharing your energy with me. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. Book a personal reading or send me an email to discuss this reading if you'd like some private conversation. That's what my email is for. That is qclovers1111@gmail.com. And of course, have a great week, my lovely Libras.